Welcome to another edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
We come to you today from just outside the OHS library, and here's what you'll see on today's show.
We take a look at a growing controversy throughout our country and in our schools.
We check in with the results of the recent blood drives held at OHS.
We discover an exciting hobby for 2 Oakville students.
And we take a look at a new sport coming to OHS.
We'll have all that and much more on today's edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now. Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Hannah Chambliss.
And I'm Morgan Schmidt. Recently, there has been a growing controversy in our country about respect for our flag. Becca Keller and Courtney Casey have the story.
The Pledge of Allegiance is something that the state of Missouri requires, so all schools have to say the Pledge of Allegiance at least once a week.
The Pledge of Allegiance was written in August of 1892 by Socialist Minister Francis Bellamy. He hoped that U.S. citizens would state it as an oath to their country. Schools have been required to say the pledge for over 100 years, but with controversies such as the Black Lives Matter movement, the LGBT movement, and the matter of religious freedom, some individuals have sat down in order to stand up for their beliefs.
I stand for and say the pledge because there's a lot of people that don't, and I feel like if I'm respecting the country and the people who have fought for it, then I'm doing the right thing. I think you should just stand up. I mean, it's going against our nation, people who have fought for it, people who devote their lives for it.
I'm still respectful, I won't listen to music or anything. I'll just sit there and put my hands in my lap. But I don't stand because, in my opinion, after analyzing the pledge and thinking about what it means to me, I don't feel the need to. And in my opinion, there's a lot of, really bad things that we did to achieve the freedoms that we have, like slavery and racial injustices and homophobia and all this other stuff that we've benefited from. And standing kind of just, in my opinion, makes it seem like those things are okay and that we should celebrate those things.
My family has always believed that we have fought and died in my family for the rights of our individuals of this country to make those types of decisions. One time you can do it and say, hey, we have a problem, and then get the discussion started. Then after that, I think that the respect of the country needs to come to the forefront, and then you can do the things that you need to do on your own time and in different situations to get your opinion out there.
I believe that you have a right to not say it or not stand. That's your right. And I have a son who's in the military. I personally say it. I personally stand. If I'm close to a flag, I face it. But I believe that people have a right, for whatever reason, to not say it if they choose to.
With Courtney Casey behind the camera, I'm Becca Keller for Channel 97 News.
Attention Oakville! If you would like to have a role in an upcoming short film by an Oakville graduate that will be entered in film festivals across the country, please contact Jason Metropolis at metrospecmedia@gmail.com. Extras are needed for filming this weekend at OHS, so contact Jason today for more information. Any extras will be fed lunch and will be entered in a raffle to win a free photo shoot by Metrospec Media. Contact Jason for more information.
Several students and locals stepped up to donate blood at a recent blood drive here at OHS. Let's take a closer look.
Each fall, Oakville hosts 2 blood drives. The leadership class sponsors one drive for the community, and student council sponsors one for the students.
We're seeing a trend overall of them declining. Numbers declining in donations. And Mississippi Valley isn't really sure why that is happening, but it tends to be the trend overall. So the drives are really important, and so we're going to continue to offer the opportunity, and hopefully we can get the numbers back up.
I came in to donate blood today because there are many people that need it, especially with all the hurricanes and tragedies lately. There's a very high need for blood right now, and I just think if I'm healthy and able, that giving back, it gives somebody else a chance at life. and that's important.
It's really important if people at the schools and the teachers could educate the students and people in the area about other things than just giving whole blood, but it's always in a high demand, and especially when a hurricane or the tragedy in Las Vegas or something like that happens, then it's even more.
They were tapped to send supplies to Las Vegas for the mass casualty there, and then they also have been tapped in the hurricanes because they can't have blood drives if there's been a huge weather event. So some of our blood supply has gone to fill in the gaps there. So it's really important that we refill the supplies here in St. Louis.
With the leadership and Stuco drives combined, Oakville surpassed this year's goal with over 100 donations.
Actually, this year's was better than the past years. Past few years, it's kind of been going down. I think they set our goal at like maybe 80 this year, but we ended up getting 88 good ones. So that's actually above our goal. So we were pretty happy with that, and hopefully we'll continue to keep going up.
With Hannah Chambliss and Morgan Schmidt, this is Bridget Costello for Channel 97 News.
Hey Hannah, have you ever wondered how education is in other countries?
Yeah, I wonder if we can learn anything from schools around the world.
Well, these teachers are. Max Rodenbeck and Melanie Neff have the story.
Since early October, educators from Saudi Arabia have been visiting OHS classrooms to learn from the American education system.
We have currently 5 groups. There's a group here at Oakville High School, there's a group at Oakville Middle, there's a group at Point Elementary, Troutwine Elementary, and Woolwind.
My name is Khulud Al-Malki. I'm a teacher. I came from Saudi Arabia. We have a training program for teachers. Our government provided a scholarship to us to get trained in American school and in everywhere in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Sweden, Finland, to get the best practice in education system in every country.
We need to improve the library system, and also one of the major difference that the students here have a lot of flexibility and freedom inside the school. I like that so much. I wish we have that.
This is the interesting one, and the science lab, they are so good. You have the different equipment, different tools, different material you needed to improve the science experiment. And the library here, it's so good. The Google Expedition that you use and the green background, all of them, they are really interesting and helpful for students.
Not only did the visitors learn from Oakville, but OHS students had the opportunity to be able to learn from them as well.
And I've gotten feedback from a lot of students, and it's been pretty powerful feedback. Just what kids have learned from listening to them and asking them questions and talking with them. Some of the preconceived notions that they had about Saudi Arabia and about Islam and those types of things have been completely changed from talking to these ladies.
With Melanie Neff behind the camera, I'm Max Rodenbeck for Channel 97 News.
Oh Romeo, wherefore art thou my green eggs and ham?
I don't think that's how that goes. Maybe you should check out this next story.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Many Oakville drama students have been working hard preparing for the upcoming fall play. In previous years, Oakville has performed dramas, but with the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet, the students have faced many challenges.
Okay, I am the technical director of the theater department here at Oakville, so I am responsible for the set and paint, the lights, the sound, some of the props if they have to be built, publicity crew.
Well, in publicity, we paint the big sign that you see in the Commons. This sign was a bit more intricate. We had to use a lot more colors, and we wanted to make sure that it resonated with Dr. Seuss's previous work.
The biggest thing that makes this show so different is that we do a lot of physical movement. The play is not so much based on text and the script like it has been in the past, but it's more based on physicality and blocking and movement, which is definitely something new for everybody.
This play it's a slapstick comedy, so it's really just a lot of fun, and usually we have to buckle down at some point and stop being funny, but now we just have to amplify that as we go on, which is so much more fun just to do.
Yeah. It's also really weird that it's one of our last shows, so now starting as freshmen and having to work up and pay our dues, now we're the ones who get to run everything. Our seniors are student director this year, and we are the actors that help the younger kids who haven't done this before. We have a freshman and a sophomore this year who have never done it before, so just like being the leaders in the department it's really weird, but it's really satisfying at the same time.
With Francis Laval behind the camera, I'm Brittany Coney for Channel 97 News.
The fall play is tonight, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. in the Drama Center. Tickets are $5.
2 OHS students have a passion for a fast-paced hobby. Buckle up for this next story.
2 Oakville students are living life in the fast lane with their unique hobby.
Well, it started when me and some buddies got together, wanted to work on our cars and cruise around Oakville, posting up.
Mainly get together, discuss things about our cars, and usually if we need to do something to our car, we all kind of help each other.
Carson and Max take their cars from the streets of Oakville to race them at a professional track. The boys put their cars to the test at Gateway Motorsports.
So you get there and wait in a long line, you gotta fill out a little bit of paperwork, and then eventually they open up the gates, you can start going in, come up in a tunnel, and there's like something that looks like a stoplight, and there's 2 cars, you can do burnout if you want before, get your tires sticky so you have traction. If you get up to the stoplights, then they go like yellow, 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 green. Then you drop the clutch and boom, it goes to green, you're off for a quarter mile.
A quarter mile time is how many seconds it takes you to go a quarter mile. A good number would be in the 13s, and 12 would be immaculate.
It's exciting to see how excited the boys are about coming out and racing. Exciting to feel the energy. Yeah, them tires smoking. It's nice to keep them off the streets, keep them in an organized facility.
It's a good alternative to street racing. There's regulations. Your car needs to pass an inspection.
Ran a 14.0, it's pretty good. You know, it's running clean, well.
I think I did the most wicked burnout in the history of Gateway Motorsports. I got a 15.3 quarter mile today. Just good because it's the last day of the season.
Good luck to Carson and Max on their future racing careers. With Allison Streb and Taylor Czar behind the camera, I'm Christian Weber with Channel 97 News.
Make sure to check out their Instagram at fly_STL for updates on their life on the track.
For many years, Oakville has been pushing to create a lacrosse team. This year, the plans are starting to come together. Corey Chase and Lily Singer have the story.
Sam Gandhi and George Sikelis love lacrosse and have been working hard to bring it to Oakville.
Well, my first venture into doing lacrosse was with Sam. He proposed the idea and he would like someone to help him, come together, collaborate, work on this to make this team an official part of Oakville High School sports.
And one of the things that I was really passionate about in the school was our lack of lacrosse team, because I had a lot of friends who wanted to play as well as myself. As a class exec, I kind of emphasized how I wanted a team. And I went to Ms. Zupon the first week of school. I worked with her all year to find out what the possibility was.
We've spent about the last 18 months working on just the details, the logistics, with regard to fields and monies and officials and coaches, and do you really know what starting a team means?
George and I had to learn a lot about financials. We had to measure the field. We had to write a letter to Dr. Gaines, and we had to do several things of that sort. And we also had to communicate to people who wanted to play about what it would take, the fundraising, the financials, equipment, costs, all that.
So, what are the chances of an Oakville lacrosse team becoming a reality?
Our goal was to, of course, have a boys and girls team, equal opportunity to everybody, to get everyone playing the sport.
At this point, it's numbers. I mean, we're trying to figure out, is there enough kids to move forward, boys and girls? So, honestly, if you're interested, whether you're a boy or you're a girl, I need you to come to the athletic office and tell me. So I know, is this worth continued progress?
We have a possible trainer who can help us learn the fundamentals.
It works just like any other sport in the aspect of what it can provide for a kid. So it can teach kids the qualities of leadership, teamwork, and problem solving, collaboration, things of that sort. That's why kids should come out and play.
With Lily Singer behind the camera, I'm Corey Chase for Channel 97 News.
Time is running out to purchase a senior recognition ad in the 2018 yearbook. Your parents can write and include anything they want. The deadline to order is this Friday, November 17th, so make sure you stop by room 234 for an order form.
Thanksgiving is just around the corner, which means it's time to brush up on our cooking skills.
Let's see what's cooking in room 241.
Welcome to this first edition of Delish Dish.
In this cook-off, we gave 3 teams 35 minutes to prepare a dish for the judges. They had to use 3 mystery ingredients. Here's how it went.
Ready?
You can have it all.
Set. Go.
Go!
We're making cookies with a bunch of ingredients that we're putting in.
Bacon, marshmallow, chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. Is it on? I don't think it's on. How do you do this? How do you turn it on? Sugar,
preheating yet?
vanilla. I have honestly no idea. I don't really care.
Looks yummy. We don't really know yet.
We're boiling some pumpkin, but we used the eggs, and now I'm trying to get them out of this, but it's not really working. And then, oh, okay, yeah.
Where are the bones?
All right.
There.
Half a cup, that's a lot. That's like... Where's something I can bake this spinach?
Okay, Ms. Z, can you tell us what you're cooking?
No.
No?
They're gonna hear it. Come
I don't know how they'll survive the oven.
We're gonna have to like put it on a cookie.
Does this need... Actually, when it's on, after we put it...
We have chocolate chips, as you need in cookies.
Yes.
We have marshmallow, pumpkin, and a little bit of bacon, because that was required. Just a little spice it up.
It's the 3 things that that they told us to put in it, and then I just mixed some stuff in that I thought was good.
So the base is a standard Rice Krispie with a little vanilla. It's topped with a pumpkin spice glaze and then a maple bacon crumble.
So the winner of the Chopped Cooking Contest is, drum roll please folks, goes to...
Sexist. You don't think men can cook?
I feel like we worked really hard.
We stayed calm through the whole thing.
We did, even though she cut her finger.
We're good as a team.
We worked well as a team.
With Hannah Baker and Josie DeRue behind the camera, I'm Sydney Quinones for Channel 97 News.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. Be sure to check out our next show on December 15th. Also, make sure to check out My OHS Online for any new content posted. I'm Morgan Schmidt. And I'm Hannah Chambliss. Thanks for watching. And remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the Tigers.